A lot of things are coming out in 2021, and it's ugly. It's really, really ugly. T.I and Tiny accused of sex trafficking after more than 15 women come forward. Rapper T.I and his wife Tiny have been accused of sex trafficking by more than 15 women. Sabrina, a former friend of the family, has made allegations of Instagram posting a string of allegations, alleged abuse victim statements to her story. The statements allege that the couple coerced women into dangerous sexual situations using drugs and money. One anonymous woman said she met the rapper in Atlanta when she was 19, who then introduced her to his wife. The victim alleges that the couple would fly her everywhere with them and give her money in exchange for sex. "You give me a Molly and water to loosen me up," she added. Here's an Instagram post. She says, "I was fed drugs like food." Victim 17. Another woman detailed an incident that took place in 2016. She said she visited the couple at their suite at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. Upon entry, her phone was confiscated and drugs such as cocaine were handed out with a wrap-up reports. "I watched him drag girls back and forth from the bathroom to the living room. One girl was crying because she wanted to leave, but they refused to give her a phone to call an Uber," the woman said. She said she witnessed the rapper tell his security to pick this woman off the bed as she was unable to walk. According to her statement, the alleged victim was almost unconscious and her pulse was barely there. One of the statements came from the alleged underage victim, who claimed that she and a friend were pressured for sex. Another said the girls were so high it seemed like they were dead. This is a tweet from Maya Angelique. 19 victims have come out with drug and sexual abuse stories about T.I and Tiny so far in less than 24 hours. Statements come after Peterson made her own allegations against the rapper earlier this week, accusing him of holding a gun to her head following an altercation with his assistant. His claims were rebuked by Tiny, who dismissed them as false harassment. "Hold up, so you want your abuser to train your sons? He was just uncle 2 years ago. Now, when did you say my husband assaulted you? Did you change your mind or change it back? What would you do today, Pooh? I'm confused," she said in a comment left on the Shade Room's Instagram. "Stop harassing my family, you strange. Everybody know you've been special. Face slicing seminars, lady. Please get help, but leave us alone." I don't know what to say, man. I don't. Because Tiny really loves T.I and she will say some things to defend him. You know, that's how some women are, you know, in these relationships, like Joker and Harley Quinn relationships. Have you ever seen the movie Natural Born Killers? Woody Harrelson and his character with his woman. This woman defended him. She was just saying that just to protect him. And sad to say, that's some women are sick just like the man they're with, and they're into this type of sick crap. So far, 15 women have come forward to accuse rapper Tiny and Harris of sex. T.I and Tiny Harris are once again in the news for all the wrong reasons. The year has definitely started off sour note for the Atlanta-based rapper, who's in the space of a week has been accused by Atlanta entrepreneur Sabrina Peterson of holding a gun to her head in front of her kids, and heavily criticized for playing a character with vitiligo in the RZA-directed Netflix movie Cutthroat City. Now there are a few worries for the rapper, as Peterson is once again on the attack and is accused of having a history of violence against women and children. She came with receipts too. Peterson compiled stories of the alleged abuse on her Instagram story. She highlighted the stories for at least 15 women. The messages are atrocious and detail a serious violent history if true. Some women claim that they were forced to take drugs, while another woman said she was paid about $3,000 for her services after being asked to take drugs for having sex with tip. Even more concerning is that some of the women claim that his wife Tiny is actually the mastermind behind his sexual and abusive escapades. He becomes a different person during sex, and Tiny is deleted. It's weird. Exposing the devil is going to be dangerous, one woman said. Their identities have all been hidden. Another one accused Tiny of being a worse abuser than T.I, while alluding that Tiny forced her to do stimulants like MDMA or Molly and cocaine. For some people, when they become rich, they get into these kinky fetishes, and it's sick, like R. Kelly, go sleeping with underage women, underage girls, all right, not women, underage girls. And this woman said she was paid $3,000 for her services after being asked to take drugs. I can't feel sorry for that woman because you're a prostitute. You took $3,000 to have sex with a total stranger. That's the game. That's the name of the game. You're an adult you having sex with me. That's prostitution. You know the risk. That's all I'm saying. Aside from that, Tiny messing. If it's true, him messing with underage minors, he's a scumbag and he got to get arrested. When Peterson first accused T.I of being abusive, she also told followers that she did not press charges or file a police report. Why didn't you file a police report? She said that her exposing the rapper's behavior this week is to try to help protect black women. I don't know. If he did this to you, you should have been immediately report him. Okay? I'm sorry. I just think it could be sort of a come up. She's also calling for Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms to discontinue using the rapper as a positive role model in the community. When was he a positive role model? He made a trap museum for drug dealing, for the history of drug dealing. When was he a role model? And Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms is a joke. Look at the way she handled the Rayshard Brooks situation. Okay. The sad part about being a woman and being a black woman is this: the public praises our predators. At Troubleman 31, you put a gun to my head in front of our children, and I never called the police on you. You want to talk about how black women are oppressed, but you have some sort of Stockholm relationship with your oppressor, with your abuser, and you say like, oh, I never called the police on you. Like, that's something to be like, he's supposed to be down for you or something. Yeah, you robbed me, but I never called the police on you. Weird. It's weird. That's all I can say. Just is. For years, you have painted me as the villain. As black women, it's hard to heal from rape, violence, or anything because you are painted as the problem or a reason this happened to you. I'm sorry, but it's false. That's false. There are black women reported being raped and they got justice. Let's normalize the allowing of black women to heal. It's also hard being a victim of rape and being painted as the reason it happened. Look, when you have this mentality that, oh, he put a gun to my head in front of children and I never called the police on you, like that's something he's supposed to be, like some sort of code was supposed to be honored because of that. People who have that mentality are part of the problem. The reason why black women can't get justice. Peterson used the Instagram account, The Glam University, and asked women to send their stories and experiences with T.I and his wife. Peterson revealed that she's considering compiling all the messages she got to make a documentary about the alleged behavior. T.I hasn't responded to any of the claims yet. There's a tweet from Jiggles. Victims of T.I and Tiny are speaking out. Almost all of their stories are identical, and they involve drugs, coercion, and rape. Let's see about this one. I don't know, man. It's just... Alright. Let's see this one. I'm going to make it large. Okay. In 2016, CIAA in Charlotte, I went to their suite at the Ritz and they locked everyone's phones up and passed around Molly and Coke and said the only people who could stay had to take their pants off. I was so lucky because my homeboy Troy was there, part of the tips in the entourage, and he pulled me to another room to smoke and told me, tip like she good, meaning don't bother her. I watched him drag girls back and forth to the bathroom in the living room. One girl was crying because she wanted to leave, but they refused to give her a car for the Uber. All right, I read this already. All right, T.I and Tiny's ex-friend Instagram, the Glammy, came out with her own story of abuse from them yesterday. Since the 19 others have also come forward. Here are some of them. Some of the victims are young as 15 years old. Let's see about this one. See if I can look at the... Okay, here's one here. Let's see if you can see it. I'm not sure. Let's see something here. No, I'm not able to get it that way. All right. This is so. If this is all true, then T.I gotta go to jail, man. That's it. Okay. Here's what I'm reading here. We were underage. Why didn't we ever say anything? Because we were young, underage. You were a superstar dropping in our little town. We weren't supposed to be there. We internalized it was our fault. No, we didn't do the drugs, nor did we stay around to get raped. We were smart and got away. But at Marja Girl, you shouldn't speak for a man whose actions have destroyed and harmed so many. Thank you, Glam Universe, for speaking up for the ones who never had a choice to speak up. Some crazy stuff, man. Some crazy stuff. Here's one here from the Glam University. They raped the girls with toys so high they couldn't keep their heads up. I was up. I say dead bodies. How it seemed bot saying everybody was a victim, but they knew young girls were starstruck. This makes me want to throw up. So proud of you. What do you mean dead bodies? The girls were so high it seemed like they were dead. OMG, when was this? Last a couple years ago, at least 2013 and ongoing. I saw Tiny have sex with his friends. You aren't lying if this is true. You aren't lying. This is very true. Suitcases full of sex toys, weird demands. All right. She's writing from Glam University. Hi, I'm writing for you from a fake page because I don't want my friends upset with me, but I know for a fact that you are telling the truth. I lived in Atlanta from 2017 to January 2019. I moved there with a friend who was on the scene. She met T.I and Tiny at a club one night, and they wanted her to come spend some time with them for a fee. So, of course, she did it. They forced her to do coke and take mollies and tried to have a threesome. Tiny would do most of the talking. She was very upfront and kind of rude. Something ended up going wrong, and my friend got into it with them. They threatened to kill her if she ever spoke about it. She still lives in Atlanta now, so I would never want to put her in danger, but everybody can't be telling the same lie. All right, read this one. Here's another one. Hi, I'm scared to speak the truth. I met them at 20, was kind of flattered. They wanted me, but it was Tiny who sent someone to me, and they had so many drugs. I took it like a fool, and they would stop. I witnessed her have sex with other celebrity men, women, all ages. I watched them beat her. They throw money to keep you quiet after he threw with you. She wants him to be herself. I'm convinced she doesn't like to have sex with him. Everybody around thinks it's normal. The porn sex, the toys, alcohol, underage. I've literally warned younger girls to run before they even enter. The devil is definitely present in those orgies. The goal is to suck the innocence out of you. To see him so protective over his daughter sickens me because he will destroy. I left never being the same. My connection with God allowed me to escape and stay aware. No matter how I got, hundreds of us. It's disgusting. And let's see what's the next. It's disgusting and hundreds. All right, that's it. That's about it. If this is over, well, if this is true, I'm sorry. If this is true, then T.I is done. T.I is done. Hell has no fury as a man scorned. Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. I used that because after I'll be getting a new mic soon, so I have to put the music. I'll turn the music down a bit. Hold up a minute. Okay, Erica, is that good? Is that good, Erica? All right. All right, let me know. Okay, so this is crazy, man. I don't put it past T.I because of the way he is with his daughters. You know, embarrassing it was with the gyno checkup, and the way he is with his sons, how he let his sons have sex recklessly, but his daughter he keeps chained up like a nun. That is a problem. That is a problem. You're supposed to watch both of your kids, you know, like a hawk, because both of them could, you know, end up making you an early grandfather. T.I show is basically going to be, you know, I think, and you know, it's going to be put on hold. Who knows? But what's happening, you know, with these girls described, excuse me, this is nothing new. I know you're going to call me conspiracy theorist, but this is something that's been going on. They have these type of orgies. These elite people, these entertainers, they have these type of orgies. This is nothing new. I hope there's justice. I mean, if this is true, these text messages, you know, it's proof. Something been going on for decades. Something with R. Kelly, you know, even in the days of Aretha Franklin, her father was a pastor, right? And what would be, they would have, you know, church on the top floor, I believe. And on the bottom floor, they would have orgies. He would have these types of orgies and stuff. Even Ray Charles would talk about it, about these so-called Christians were wild. And he would groom Aretha Franklin into that type of lifestyle. You could look it up. So this is not something that's new. Okay? This is something that's been going on for a while, decades. And it ruined Aretha Franklin when it came to dating and men, and the rumors are the fact that Sam Cooke had sex with her and she was a minor. So this right here is something that's been going on for a while. It's up to single mothers to prevent wickedness in their homes and minds. They are the main perpetrators of pedophilia. Well, I mean, I just told you about Aretha Franklin, and her father was the one that introduced her and made her a victim. So it is true that in single mother homes, not all, but it is true in single mother homes there are targets for creeps and weirdos to molest kids. That is a fact. In Africa, it's tradition to check your daughter's hymen. Yes, that may be true, but this is in Africa. And me personally, you have a daughter or a son, you sit them down, you have a talk. Listen, sex is a big responsibility. There's a price to pay. That condom breaks, you could end up having a baby. Be on the pill, still have a baby, and just tell them that you're paying for that kid. There's no abortion. I'm not letting you abort my grandchild. That's my personal opinion on it. But if you have any stories that you want me to do, current events, my email is lifeisgoodtome1979@gmail.com. Life is good, the number 2, me, 1979@gmail.com. All right. Later. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.